The brain's reward system: why we chase pleasure and motivation. Every day, human beings make thousands of decisions. Some are simple, such as choosing what to eat for breakfast, while others are more complex, involving careers, relationships, or personal goals. Behind many of these choices lies a remarkable biological mechanism known as the brain's reward system. This intricate network of structures and chemicals helps us learn from experience, motivates us to pursue beneficial activities, and shapes much of our behavior. Without it, life would be very different, lacking much of the drive and satisfaction that guide human action. The reward system evolved over millions of years to help our ancestors survive. Activities essential for survival, such as eating nutritious food, drinking water, finding shelter, and forming social bonds, needed to be reinforced. The brain accomplished this by creating feelings of pleasure and satisfaction whenever such activities were completed successfully. As a result, individuals became more likely to repeat behaviors that increased their chances of survival and reproduction. At the heart of this system is a neurotransmitter called dopamine. Often described as the pleasure chemical, dopamine is actually more closely associated with motivation and anticipation than with pleasure itself. When people expect a reward, dopamine levels rise in certain areas of the brain, encouraging them to take action. This mechanism helps explain why anticipation can sometimes feel as exciting as the reward itself. Several brain regions play important roles in the reward system. One of the most significant is the ventral tegmental area, often abbreviated as the VTA. This region produces dopamine and sends signals to other parts of the brain. Another key structure is the nucleus accumbens, which processes rewarding experiences and contributes to feelings of motivation. The prefrontal cortex, located at the front of the brain, helps evaluate rewards, make decisions, and control impulses. Together, these regions form a network that influences learning, behavior, and emotional responses. One fascinating aspect of the reward system is its role in learning. Imagine a child receiving praise after successfully completing a task. The positive experience activates the reward system, making the child more likely to repeat the behavior. This process, known as reinforcement learning, allows humans and many animals to adapt to their environments. Over time, behaviors associated with positive outcomes become habits, while those leading to negative consequences are often avoided. Modern society presents the reward system with challenges that our ancestors never encountered. Highly processed foods, social media platforms, online gaming, and various forms of entertainment are specifically designed to capture attention and stimulate reward pathways. Each notification on a smartphone, for example, can trigger a small burst of dopamine, encouraging users to check their devices repeatedly. While these technologies provide convenience and enjoyment, they can also lead to excessive use and dependency. The reward system is also closely linked to addiction. Substances such as nicotine, cocaine, and alcohol can artificially increase dopamine activity, creating intense feelings of reward. Because these substances produce stronger effects than many natural rewards, the brain may begin to prioritize them over healthier activities. Over time, repeated exposure can alter neural pathways, making it increasingly difficult for individuals to resist cravings. Understanding these mechanisms has become a major focus of neuroscience and addiction research. Interestingly, rewards are not limited to physical pleasures. Human beings derive satisfaction from achievements, creativity, social recognition, and personal growth. Completing a difficult project, learning a new skill, or receiving appreciation from others can activate reward circuits in ways that contribute to long-term well-being. In fact, many psychologists argue that meaningful goals often provide deeper and more sustainable rewards than short-term pleasures. Researchers continue to uncover new insights into how the reward system functions. Advances in brain imaging technologies have allowed scientists to observe neural activity in unprecedented detail. These studies reveal that reward processing is far more complex than previously believed, involving interactions between emotion, memory, attention, and decision-making. Scientists are also investigating how differences in reward sensitivity may influence personality traits, mental health conditions, and individual behavior. The brain's reward system is one of the most powerful forces shaping human life. It influences what we desire, how we learn, and why we persist in pursuing goals. Although this ancient mechanism evolved to help our ancestors survive, it continues to guide behavior in the modern world, where rewards are more abundant and accessible than ever before. By understanding how the reward system works, we gain valuable insight into human motivation, habits, and the delicate balance between pleasure and self-control. In many ways, the story of the reward system is the story of what drives us to act, explore, and ultimately thrive.